Hi, welcome back. It's Thursday, so it's time for a Thursday Tip Talk. As we sit in the library and watch the snow flurries whiz by us, they're just flurries, to be honest. It's just flurries. They're pretty. It'd be nice to have pajamas on while we watch them, but it is what it is, and we're here at school, so Tip Talk we do. Today's Tip Talk is about turning your books in, strangely enough, the library.
Yeah.
So everyone who checked out books, like almost the entire month of December, your due date was January 3rd for those books.
Yesterday.
Right, was yesterday, but we have a delightful thing called Grace Days in the library. So you have 2 extra days to get that book in before we start charging you money, which means your smallest fine would ever be 30 cents because we don't charge 10 cents or 20 cents. So if your book was checked out in December, you need to get that book in by Friday. But if you can't physically get that book in by Friday, Ms. Wheatley has some ways that you can still renew your book and not get charged.
There are quite a few ways. There are quite a few ways.
So,
there's lots. We try to make it easy for you. So you don't have to obviously note all of these ways, but if one of these ways sounds like a thing that you could do, then just latch onto that one and do that every time.
Yes.
Our system will send out a report the day before your book is due, so you might have gotten an email over the break.
With my name on it.
Yeah, you might have got an email over the break that said your book is due in 1 day. And it might not have been actually 1 day, but the next time we were in school, your book was going to be due. If you get that email, if you check the email where that email goes to, then yes, your student email or your parent might get the email. Then that email can be replied to with the words, please renew my book. And also, please make sure that that email includes your name.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times we'll get emails from parents or students that they won't quote any of the original email, and your email address is something like cooldude75 at, yahoo.com, and we're like, I don't know who the heck this is. So please make sure you include your name. We don't need to know the title of your book.
No.
Just your name.
Just you.
We'll look you up, renew your book, and then send you back a new due date, and then you'll avoid fines that way.
Yes.
Other way, that's way number 1. You can email this quarter. Way number 2, if you use your Schoology account, you can, which you should be, you can send Amy Wheatley a message on Schoology. Lots of people actually do use this method and say, please renew my book. That's all you have to say there because your name is attached to the message already.
Right.
And then I will say, thanks for renewing and tell you your new due date.
Yeah.
And you'll avoid fines.
Done.
You can also go to Twitter or Instagram and look for at MHHSE Library. You can follow us.
You should totally follow us.
Yeah, we put stuff up occasionally.
Like these videos.
But you can also send a direct message to either our Twitter or our Instagram at this handle and just say, please renew my book. Include your name if it's not apparent from your profile.
Right.
And I will just, again, thank you for renewing, and I will tell you when your new due date is. With Instagram, sometimes I have to, it doesn't always tell me I've got a message request, but if I see it eventually, then I will give you credit for making the attempt. Right. We're very flexible. Another way you can do it is you can follow Morristown East High Library on Facebook.
Right.
You can send us a message there. You could also really send a message to the Morristown East High general
page.
Facebook because
if you can't find us.
Yeah, I look at that also. But we'd love to have more followers on our library Facebook page too.
5 ways.
Yeah, and those are all ways that you can renew without having to physically come to the library. So a lot of people will be like, I didn't have time to come to the library. That's really okay. You can renew from afar.
Yeah. We understand. We don't have time to go to the math wing either. We get it. The school is big and sometimes you can't get here.
And sometimes you don't remember while you're in the building. You're doing something else and you're like, oh no. Or you see the book laying on your nightstand and you realize you should have turned that in. At that point, pick up your phone, do your thing. Or get on your laptop and just let us know. Communicate with us.
Yes.
Now, we realize
sometimes you don't actually get this done. Right. And the fine happens.
It's okay.
It gets a little bigger and a little bigger, and you're like, I have a fine.
Right. Don't stress. Right. Don't stress. Don't be afraid to come and talk to us about it.
Be afraid of us.
Yeah, it's really okay. We're not going to yell at you. We're not going to shame you. Just come and talk to us. And sometimes it's not as bad as you think it's going to be, as far as how big your fine is, because we don't charge on any day the school is closed.
Right, and there's those grace days.
Yeah, if we're out for holiday or snow or a weekend, those days don't count towards your fine at all.
Right.
And then, yes, you have grace days. We don't charge you until your third day, but it is 3 days worth of fine, like when once you hit that. But if you do run up some fines, again, just go ahead and renew it if you need to keep it longer, or bring it in and give it back to us. You don't get cut off from checking out books until you hit $10.
Which is a lot at 10 cents a day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fines. That's 100 days.
Yeah, you either have to have your books out for a really long time or lose a book or something like that. And even if you lose a book, like, we're pretty flexible on how you can deal with that too. But where we're going with this is that we still, I've been trying to tell people about this for at least 4 years. We've done this for a long time, and people are still like, what? You could do that? Yes. You can give us a box of tissue, a bottle of Germex, or a paperback book in good condition of any sort, and that is worth up to $5 worth of fines. Okay?
It is.
Or you can give us a hardcover book of any sort. It could be a kid's book, adult book, doesn't matter, as long as it's in good shape. Bring us a hardcover book, and that is worth up to $10 worth of fines. If you lose a book, you can replace it with another book. Okay?
Yeah.
So there are lots of ways that you can take care of what you manage to owe to us without having to actually spend that much money.
Yes.
Yeah. And like I said, we're not going to judge you. I have lost a public library book before. It happens. Okay? I have paid fines to the public library before.
Same.
It happens. It's really, like, it's a thing that happens to people.
When it comes to books, we're kind of easy to get along with. I mean, food and drink in the library, maybe not so much, but books, we're very, very flexible about books, because really what we want is for you to read them. So we want to keep them in your hands. We want to make it easy to get them and to keep them and to enjoy them.
Yeah, we're not trying to be mean or anything. Like, we've had people be like, well, I'm never going to check out another book again because I owe you $1. I'm like, well, that is a shame.
It is a shame.
You know, like, it's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to discourage reading. We're trying to encourage responsibility. But, you know, hey, you know, just don't yell at us. We don't yell at you guys.
No, we really don't. We're not yellers.
So, but anyway, yes. So please spread the word on that. Like, if you know people that are avoiding the library because they've had a book forever or because they owe a fine, tell them, just go on in there and talk to them. It's not going to be a big deal.
Right.
You know, we're not going to fuss at you. It's okay. Just we do want to make sure you still have the book if we haven't seen it in forever. But yes, and don't wait till graduation. Like, if you're a freshman, go ahead and take care of that, please. Like we don't want to be sending your name out on a list for 4 years. Like,
no. Okay. So the message is clear. Renew your books. It's super easy. Come talk to us. Read more books.
Yeah, and if you had a book over the break, come see us like today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot sweet, kids.
Or send us a message. Anyway, see you later. Bye.
Bye.